I swear, every time I'm getting ready to stream or, um, yeah, stream, play games, listen to music or something, neighbor's dog starts barking. It's almost like he can sense when I'm in my studio. Super annoying. But anyway, guys, let me know if you can hear me or see me. Let me know if everything sounds all right. And I should have checked my volume settings. Let me see. Okay, yeah, that seems about right. Let me move this over here. All good? All right, great. All right, guys, happy Wednesday. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. I'm your host, T. Welcome to the adventures of TNT. And tonight, we're going to be talking about hair metal. Now, this conversation kind of stemmed from our discussion from yesterday, where we started off talking about the PMRC and music censorship. And as things always do, it always progresses. The conversations always progress through the years. And we talk about changing music styles, and um, and what was going on during the scene. And so uh, I don't know how it came about, but somehow we started talking about hair metal or glam metal and how it was ruined. And one thing that I've come to hear a lot is different theories, and different, I guess, talking points about what ruined hair metal or glam metal. And yeah, I can read the wiki or somebody else's discussion piece online about what destroyed the scene, but I feel like there's a certain level of authenticity when you hear it from the fans, when you hear it from the people who actually lived through it. And so, for any of y'all in the comment section who lived through that era of music and changing times, who were fans of a lot of those bands, you can let me know in the comment section what actually happened. So, first, I want to ask the question because for me, when I seen pictures of a lot of these bands with the guys with makeup and teased hair, it was odd. When I was growing up and I would see pictures of Guns N' Roses or um, who was the other band? I mean, I can't think of any other bands that I seen aside from Guns N' Roses, like on MTV or something. Yeah, it was weird. Um, but for those of y'all who lived it, was it as cool as I think it is from the reactions that I seen, or was it really cheesy and lame? Like, what was the actual reception during the time when this was happening? Y'all let me know in the comment section. And yeah, if you're hanging out with me today, just say what's up. J. Rue, what's up, man? Boulder Aviation, Philo, DB, Big Boy Combo. Yeah, and see, everybody says that a specific band killed glam metal. As Big Boy Combo just stated in the chat, he said Metallica killed glam metal. And that may or may not be true. Because yesterday, I believe somebody said Tool. Psychosis Media, he said Tool killed glam metal. Now, to my understanding from doing these reactions, I always thought it was Pantera. I thought Pantera was the band that did away with glam metal. Although when they started, I believe they started as a glam metal band, which is odd. You said male pattern baldness killed it. Oh, and also to my understanding, you can't if you're a rocker, especially if you're a metal singer in a metal band, you can't cut your hair. So that was part of the rules. So you had to have big hair. All right, so let me read some of these comments. So yeah, going back to my initial comment, was glam metal or hair metal, was it actually cool? Was it good? Did people actually like it back in the day? All right, let's see. Let's see what y'all say. The hair band metal days were the best. Hair metal, oh, I don't know about that, Philo. Really? Explain yourself. Patrick C. said, mostly women loved it. He said, I loved it and always thought it was lame. Oh, I lived it. I lived it and always thought it was lame. I actually called them chicks with dicks. Oh, shit. Alternative rock killed it. I hear that too. We're going to explore that tonight. Let me see. Philo, way too much cheese. I think grunge in general. Yeah, I hear that too. I think the overall consensus is that grunge or alternative rock killed glam metal or hair metal. But from the fans' point of view, I don't know. So not Pantera? Really? I thought that with Pantera, when Phil Anselmo joined the band and he wanted to take it into a different direction, they wanted to give a more harder look. They wanted to give it a more, they wanted to give the metal scene like a more edgier sound and a harder look. And part of that was just killing the makeup and the tight pants and the tank tops and all that. And then from there, other bands may have been competing with that. Because as we talked about yesterday, the metal scene and the metal genre, it seems like it's always about bands trying to one-up each other. He said, glam metal died when Justice for All came out. Well, the thing of it is that glam metal was actually very successful while thrash was hitting its peak in the 80s. And so I don't see how Justice for All kind of killed glam metal, because it almost seemed like both genres of heavy metal, or all of the genres of metal, heavy metal, thrash metal, speed metal, all these other metals were existing along with glam and hair metal all at the same time. All right, Tyler says, too much cheese. So I want to say what made it cheesy, but then I know you guys are probably going to say the makeup and stuff. So let's see. Times change, and as do seasons. So it just died out. No one's to blame. Okay, fair enough. Because things do change. More grunge kids embrace the opposite of the regulars, so away from big image and more normal non-rock star image. Okay, fair enough. Glam metal became a parody of itself. How so? Because it almost seemed like as the years progressed, glam metal kind of, or that look or the style became more serious. I think going into the 90s, most bands, they kind of stopped wearing the makeup, although they still had the big teased hair. Nirvana killed it. Now, we said that yesterday. Somebody said Nirvana killed glam metal, but other people in the chat disagreed. So my question is, was glam metal ever cool? Was hair metal ever cool back in the day? And if it was, give me the best glam metal song Give me the best glam metal song that you guys feel like is the best representation of the era. And we're going to listen to it. I mean, I wish I could play the video. Well, you know what? I can watch the video. You guys can't, because YouTube is real funky with playing videos. So maybe I can shrink it down or something like that. But I want to see the best representation of glam or hair metal from the 80s or maybe early 90s. And we're going to make the decision of whether it was lame, cheesy, or whatever. So let me know in the chat. He said hair metal bands had the best guitar solos. You know what? I agree. I've heard some really dope solos from a lot of the glam metal bands. There was some pretty good musicianship. I don't really like glam metal except some. It was more for the yuppies. Ooh, yikes. It said New Generation killed it. Look at the cover of Pantera's Power Metal. It's the definition of hair metal. Yeah, I seen it. That was that the album with Terry Glaze, their original singer? Because I know that Dimebag and Vinnie Paul, they all had big hair. He said Smells Like Teen Spirit video killed it. No, that's not possible. You know, I don't think a single music video could have killed off a whole entire genre of music. He said glam metal scene was oversaturated by the late 80s. Okay. He said Slutty Sisters killed glam metal. I don't know about that. I don't think groupies have ever killed a music scene. If anything, groupies have always made music scenes better. Because, you know, rock stars always love groupies. So I don't think groupies ruin glam metal. He said, what killed afros on Soul Train? You know what? That is a good question. I have no idea. That's something that Tasha and I actually did want to look into. We wanted to explore the Soul Train scene. But unfortunately, YouTube doesn't allow Soul Train reactions or re-uploads of that. So we haven't even jumped into it. You said lyrics quit connecting to new times. Grunge spoke to the dark stuff. 80s booming dollars and fun ran out. Okay, fair enough. That's something that we also talk about is how the music, the style of music started changing and what the people were talking about and how it connected to the youth or the listener, how they were feeling. But for the most part, with a lot of the hair metal bands, their music sounded very fun and sometimes rebellious versus going into the 90s where the music was a lot more dark. All right. So I need that song. I need the song that is the best representation of glam metal that you guys can think of. That will let me know if it really was cheesy or if it was pretty good. So flood my chat. Let me know. The best glam metal song you've ever heard. And if there's a video, even better, because I can watch it. Let me see. The Lone Rider Smith, a gangster rap killed it. Ooh. Wow. You know what? I never thought about that. Gangster rap? I don't know. Because from the hip hop side, a lot of the rappers were complaining that they couldn't get any airplay or anything on MTV. But I have heard that, though. People would say that rap music killed glam metal, but I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting. Because I don't know, like, in order for a music genre to die like that, people usually transition over from listening to one style of music to the next. And I don't think rockers or metalheads were listening to rap music like that. Very interesting. That is something I'll have to look into. All right, so let's see. Shout at the Devil. What is that? Motley Crue song? House of Broken Love. Round and Round. Welcome to the Jungle. Is that the best? Welcome to the jungle. Like, I'm familiar with the song, but is that the best representation of glam metal, hair metal? I need the best. Nah, BC Boys weren't glam metal. Unskinny Bop? Girls, girls, girls. All right, let's see. All right, Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue. Let me see. Let me get a date on this. When did this come out? All right, this came out in 87. Okay, yeah, it's right there. It's like right there in the middle before the 90s and into the late 80s. So the scene is already established. All right, so let me see. All right, there we go. I can like minimize it. That way YouTube won't shut the stream down. Oh shit. All right. All right, so look. Right off the rip. Oh, man. All right. So right off the rip, this is actually it's pretty cool. Because when they walk into this club, all right, number one, they got chicks in here. But number two, when they walk off into this club, it's like they got leather jeans on or jean jackets, sunglasses. Oh man, I wish I could blow this up so I could explain it more, because I know y'all can't see it. He's got a switchblade knife, glasses on. They're looking pretty tough. And so I believe this is the era of hair metal where it started to get really kind of sleazy. And that was something that I liked about that genre of music. It's like, although the guys may have looked feminine or androgynous and they wore makeup, there was still kind of like a tough guy persona around it. And I think Motley Crue, they were able to execute that really, really well. Because here it is, you have these four guys walk into a strip club. They're looking pretty tough. He pulls out a switchblade and he throws it on the table and tells this guy to get the hell up. I don't know, that's pretty badass. All right, let's keep going, y'all. Smash that like button for me. Were they showing this on TV? Because you can see, like, some of the girls, you can see their booty cheeks. Oh, the Dollhouse. Was that a strip club? Oh. All right. So aside from this video being absolutely wild, the lyrics, these lyrics in here are pretty wild too. Because he said, "I've been a good boy and I need a brand new toy." Oh man. And we were talking about music. Yesterday we were talking about music that your parents, if they wouldn't let you listen to. And I can imagine, oh man, if parents knew what was being said on some of these songs, Jesus Christ. If he was like a 10-year-old kid and then you were singing Girls, Girls, Girls. Oh my gosh. Why does she have the bride thing on her head? So I asked you guys to give me the best representation of hair metal, glam metal. And I think you guys delivered with Motley Crue, Girls, Girls, Girls. I thought this was a great video. I've never seen this before. I've heard the song, kind of. Like one of those songs that been played in movies and stuff, but never really like listened to it. But this is actually, it was pretty cool. The guys, they were having some fun, going to a strip club, and professing their love for women. Doesn't get any better than that. So as we were commenting in the comment section, I was asking you guys, you know, if it was cheesy or lame or whatever, and some of y'all were like, yeah, it was weird, and you know, it was cheesy. This wasn't cheesy. This is cool. And what's really cool about it is the energy that's in this video. It's fun. It's upbeat. And when I watch it, it makes me think about like having a night out with the boys and how it was for me and my friends when I would go and hang out with my homeboys and we would go to a bar or go to the strip club and have fun. And so I think they were able to convey that really well in this video. And so I don't know, guys. I think it was pretty cool. So y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Was glam metal fun? Because, I mean, judging from this video right here, if this is what the scene was about, this looks pretty fun. So for those of y'all who lived it, let me know, was this fun? Was it as it appears in this video? Because I know a lot of times, you know, with rock stars or celebrities or music stars, you know, they show what it's like being in the scene. And in the age of social media, a lot of that's faked. But this looks legitimate. It looks like legitimate fun. So y'all let me know in the comment section if the scene was as fun as it looks in this video. If you know, if y'all could have seen the video. I'm pretty sure a majority of y'all seen this. But ironically enough, this song, it couldn't be made in 2024. Isn't that crazy? They couldn't make this song in 2024, nor could they make this video. And I know that people will be like, well, they always have booty shaking and stuff in rap videos, but it's not the same anymore. All right, so let me read some of these comments, see what y'all say. Cole Younger says, I wasn't there. Philo says, T, that was not glam metal. Dude, 100%. Well, if this wasn't glam or hair metal, then what was it? I thought Motley Crue was glam metal. Because during that time, hard rock and glam metal were kind of synonymous with each other. But Big Boy Combo says, no, glam metal sucked. Let me see if I can blow this up. Go ahead and change this. Oh, dang, it was really small. Well, it's good. Y'all didn't need to watch that video anyway. It's too much filth. All right. Let's read some of these comments. Warren J. It was fun. That's what was sold. Okay. Follow. I hated that era of Crew. Ooh, yikes. Dang. Most metalheads called them posers. Really? Motley Crue? Posers? Damn. I thought they were like the poster kids for like rock and roll stars. Motley Crue was living the life. He said Hollywood scene was cutthroat. That's what I hear. Hollywood is still cutthroat. All right, tons of fun back then. Check out a band called Madhouse. You said it's sad? Connie, what's up? Welcome to the stream. What do you mean it's sad? What's sad? The scene was sad? I was 15 when Girls, Girls, Girls video came out. Music that sucks killed glam music. Okay. But I don't know. I don't see how anybody could think that this was lame or it sucked when you had songs like this or videos like this. Because I can imagine, like, if they played this song, girls would start dancing. And anytime girls are hitting dance floor or dancing to music, it's always going to be a good time. Funny enough, like when you know, one of my friends, he's a pretty famous DJ. He did the soundtrack to John Wick, if anybody knows who La Castlevania is. But he was telling me that when he DJs in a club, he DJs music for girls. He DJs music for girls to dance. Because if girls are dancing and having a good time, the guys are going to have a good time. So he doesn't even worry about y'all. You said it was sleaze metal. Well, isn't sleaze metal, isn't that the same as, or I mean, isn't that like a subgenre kind of hair metal? I thought that it came from that. You said, watch Poison Talk to Me Dirty. You'll see the difference. You said the women were fine. The music was very neuter. You said Crue was the definition of glam metal. All right, well, let me, I'm going to do a poll. I'll ask you guys in the chat. Y'all let me know. All right, polls up. Let me know. Was Crue glam metal? Because I thought like sleaze metal or sleaze rock, hard rock, hair metal, glam metal, I thought it was like all the same thing. Because they couldn't really differentiate what everything was. Like all the names and stuff, they kind of came later. But y'all tell me, because, you know, I wasn't paying attention to this stuff. Ooh, you said Rat and Dawkins started the hair metal? Motley Crue was hard rock? Yikes. Radio, what's up? What killed glam metal? Kurt Cobain. You're the third person to say that. So we're going to look into that tonight. You said, who started out non-glam? Motley Crue? You said Rat was better than Crue? Well, you know what? When I first got into Rat, when I started doing reactions to Rat, I was like, holy shit, this band is dope. Who is our guitarist? Was it Warren DeMartini? But when I started listening to Rat, I was like, wow, these guys are pretty good. And then we had the battle, the music battle, Motley Crue versus Rat. And Crue took it. So, kind of have to disagree with you because they lost battle, so. All right, what does the poll say so far? Did you guys vote? Okay, 72%. 72% of the chat said they are glam metal. All right, well, there you have it. This is coming from the people who lived it. Philo, man, come on. All right, you said glam metal was a slam. True metalheads used to disparage bands, though they were pop. Okay. So that's something else that I noticed, that with glam metal, it was the songs were more fun, more energetic, and a little bit more poppy than traditional metal. Because other heavy metal songs, they weren't as fun as something like Girls, Girls, Girls. And I get it. This is a single. So this is something that they're going to make to be played on the radio so that more people would buy their album and be introduced to Crue. But I don't know if every other song on this particular album sounded as good as Girls, 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 or was as lighthearted or fun as Girls, Girls, Girls. All right. So, guys, give me one more song. Give me one more song, one more band that is the best representation of glam metal, hair metal. And then we're going to move on to what killed it. Twisted Sister. Y'all let me know. Flood my chat. Give me a song. Poison, Talk to Me Dirty. Bon Jovi. Dokken, The Hunter. Twisted Sister. Poison. Well, you guys are all right. Well, you guys are giving me bands, but I need a song, preferably one with the video, so I can watch the video. I mean, y'all can't, but you know. Talk to Me Dirty. All right, I'm seeing a lot of people say Talk to Me Dirty. All right. So let me see. Let me go ahead and minimize this again. And I'm sorry I have to minimize it, y'all. It's not my fault. Blame the powers that be. All right, let me see. When did this come out? Poison, Talk to Me. Oops. '86. Okay, all right. So that was a year before Girls, Girls, Girls. All right, let's see what they're hitting on.
Hello? Just a minute. Cindy, it's for you.
I got it, Mom.
That Brett sounds like such a nice boy.
Oh, Brett, I just can't wait to get my hands all over you.
Hit it, CC.
Never seen you look so good. You never act the way you should. But I like it, and I know you like it too. The way that I want you, I gotta have you. Oh yes I do. I never ever stay out late. You know that I can hardly wait just to see you. You know I call you on the telephone.
All right. Oh man. All right, so right off the rip, it's fun. It's very lighthearted. It is very poppy. It's very poppy for metal. And to be honest, it almost feels like, where is the metal in this? So, and this came out in 86. All right, so I can see it. I can see it 100%. I can see it 100% why people who are into heavy metal would hear and see something like this and be like, no way. And they would call them fake or posers or whatever, because it doesn't have that edge of metal. But it's a cool song. It sounds fun. And like I said, you know, they're talking about getting girls or getting a girl or the girl that he likes, and, you know, going down in the basement and her talking dirty. So I can't say it's a bad song or anything, but I can see the contrasting differences between something like Crue, this, and another heavy metal band. But I can hear people listening to this and saying, holy shit, this is fun. I can see girls listening to this and then dancing to it, or guys playing this and enjoying it, because it's very easy to listen to.
I'm only hoping that you're home, so I can hear you when you say those words to me and whisper so softly. I gotta hear you, 'cause baby we'll be at the drive-in in the old man's Ford, behind the bushes, till I'm screaming for more. Down the basement, lock the cellar door, and baby, talk to me.
Oh!
CC, pick up that guitar and I'm talk to me.
See, and I know y'all might not be able to see that, but I see in the video, he's like flicking his tongue and shit. It's like, you can't do that. There's kids watching. Oh man. and you know what? And that's all right. So now I see what the PMRC was seeing. Like, you can't have a song like this. You can't have a song like this. This like very poppy. It's fun. It's colorful. I know the 80s was like full of colors and everything, but this song is colorful as hell. Because kids, they'll see this shit. Kids will see this and they'll be like, oh wow, this is really cool. And then all of a sudden the lead singer's like,
CC, pick up that guitar and I'm talk to me.
oh man. All right. Pause the chat for a minute. For all the ladies in the chat right now, for all the ladies in the chat that are in the stream right now, and for all the ladies who end up watching this video later, what did y'all think? What was going on when you seen this video? Did you catch the tongue flickering? Like, what was going on in your head? Let me know in the chat. guys. So that was Poison with Talk Dirty to Me. Yeah. Not necessarily a bad song. Like I said, very poppy, very easy to listen to. Definitely can see the contrast between them and someone like Crue or other glam metal bands out there. But, you know, for a young person, I can tell or see that, you know, how enjoyable this was. Now, Skate says, now you can see why we said Crue wasn't glam. That was glam. Well, to my understanding, there was just different types of glam bands. And maybe Crue had a harder edge style, but the aesthetics were still there. Meaning, like, the song Girls, 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 it was very fun. It was upbeat. It was about getting girls. This was the same thing. Very fun, very upbeat, getting girls, but this was more colorful. Like, the art direction was different, and of course, they had more makeup on. And maybe in another Crue video, they probably had more makeup on as well. So I don't, you know, I think that Crue is still, to me, they're still falling under glam metal. They're just a different type of glam metal. That's what I can see. Because I see too many similarities between the two songs that I just listened to. You said Crue was more metal and punk? Okay. So let me see. Let me go back to these comments with the ladies. There were any ladies in the chat? Wait, I mean, Billy Idol did the same thing and kept spitting on himself. What? Oh my God. Amy Lee says that Poison made her want to go celibate. Wow. Connie, what did you say? I caught it and then rolled my eyes. Yeah, but what happened when you were younger? Like, what did you think when you first saw this? As a young girl watching Poison. Were you like, oh, wow, you know, look at him. He's cute. I'll talk dirty to him. Or were you like, ew, gross, nasty, boys, yuck. Val, I didn't like Poison. Too much makeup. Okay, fair enough. And I can see how for some women that might have been a turnoff. You said Poison probably killed glam with Every Rose Has a Thorn ballad. Ooh. You know what? Now, I do want to do a ballad stream, like a metal ballad stream, but we're not going to do that tonight. Because as I said, when I first started exploring metal, especially 80s metal, I always thought ballads were really cheesy because the singers are singing their heart out and you know, the music's soft and everything. But I noticed that there are some really good ballads out there. I think Sabotage changed my mind on metal ballads. And so I kind of grown to like them. He said, look up the cover of Poison. Look what the cat dragged down. Oh. Let me see. Okay, yeah. That is that's very interesting. They have the eyeliner, lipstick, and the beauty mole. I mean, you know, and the thing of it is, I'm not even gonna lie. I've seen Motley Crue. They have like the same thing. This was glam metal. This was hair metal. I don't know what the hell y'all was thinking back then, but yeah, that's very interesting. To me, I, wouldn't be into anything like this, even as a kid. But I know the 80s was a strange time for some of y'all. Some of you kids were confused, so, And so, it's what's even more crazy is that what's more fucked up is like some of the men and the people who were doing this, now they have the nerve to complain when the kids, their kids are grown up and they're like, I'm they. Oh man. All right. Oh man, that is wild. Oh shit. Kids be like, I'm confused. And I don't know why. It's like, I know why. Oh man, that is crazy, y'all. That is crazy. All right, so before we jump into the 90s to find out what killed glam metal, I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna get me something to drink, and I'm gonna play another song. So somebody give me a dope song to play while I take this intermission really quick. Yeah. From what it looks like, a lot of stuff, like a lot of these bands and artists that were making songs were pretty cool. It just seemed like it was a fun scene. So I don't understand why there's a lot of hate behind it, because it seemed like it was nothing. It was all about just having a good time. And how can you hate on that? How can you hate on people having a good time or music about having a good time? But yeah, give me a dope song, and I'm gonna get me something to drink, and take a bathroom break, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna find out what killed glam music. Let me see. I know somebody had requested Dokken Lightning Strikes Again. Lightning strikes again. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Go ahead and smash that like button for me one time. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And if you're not drinking, grab yourself a drink tonight. man, guys, that was Docking with Lightning Strikes Again. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about that song. Let me see. When did this come out? It said 2008. Now I know that's a lie. There we go. Tweaked. He says 84. All right. So that came out in 84. Still a dope ass song. All right, let me see. Let me bring this down. Okay. All right, so let's fast forward. Let's fast forward into the early 90s. So we've already established that glam and hair metal gets a bad rap. But from what I've seen so far, it's pretty dope. Songs about having fun, partying, getting girls. Doesn't get any better than that. Drugs, sex, rock and roll. How could anybody hate on that? And although some of the fashion choices were questionable, overall, I think it was pretty dope. Let me see. You say you can barely hear me? I don't know, man. My microphone and everything sounds fine, or the numbers are looking okay. It might be on your end. So y'all let me know. Let me know if my audio levels are okay. But yeah, I don't know how anybody can hate on it. Seemed pretty cool. So what killed it? Flood my chat right now. Flood my chat with your reason why you think glam metal died, or what killed it. As I said earlier in the stream, we had a bunch of different answers, but let me know. I see grunge. I see Smells Like Teen Spirit. Soundgarden. Hair killed it. So you're saying like the metal artists, they started losing their hair. They had to cut it. Thrash metal killed it? Nah, thrash metal didn't kill it. Because thrash really hit the scene in like 83 or so. 84. So from there, all the way until thrash started hitting its stride into the late 80s and early 90s, glam metal was still thriving. You said grunge was a whiff of fresh air? Grunge was anti-glam. Okay. It was a fad. That's crazy. Like sometimes, I mean, you know, all fads come and go, but that lasted about 10 years. You said Mosh Pit killed it. Thrash and glam coexisted peacefully. I agree. You said overexposure? What do you mean by that? Was it because the music was overplayed on the radio? Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, and all Seattle bands. It got flooded and became a parody of itself. Somebody had mentioned that earlier. I think Philo had said that glam had became a parody of itself. But from the songs, like the songs we've seen, y'all said those were the best of glam metal. And so I can imagine going into the 90s, it only had to get better. When did the Guns N' Roses album What something Destruction. When did that come out? Was that a 90s album? Because if that came out in the 90s, they were still kind of glam then. Oh, Appetite. Oh, Appetite was 87? Damn. Okay, so going into the 90s, they probably changed their style. Oh, Guns N' Roses was sleaze? Yeah, but I thought, let me see. Well, you know what? All right, I'm not even gonna do it because I thought in the Welcome to the Jungle video, Axl, he has like big poofy hair and shit. All right, now I was hoping Psychosis Media was gonna be in the stream tonight because he had said that Tool killed glam metal, and I wanted him to kind of further explain himself. So far, the majority of y'all in the chat are saying grunge. You're saying Seattle bands. You're saying Nirvana. Stone Temple Pilots. Or glam just caved in on itself. So I want y'all to do me this now. What video, what song, what video killed glam metal? Take me there. Let's get in our time machine. Let's go back into the past. Take me back to the song or the video that killed glam metal. I'm talking about when this song came out, whether it was on the radio or the video dropped on MTV, people were like, I don't want to listen to this shit no more. The bands were like, yo, I'm cutting my hair. Or they went back to the studio and they were like, yo, we have to change our style because this isn't going to work anymore. What song, what video, what did it in for glam? What was it for you? What song or video or whatever was a video that you seen that was like, yo, I don't like Poison. I don't like Crue anymore. I don't like Rat, Dokken. You're saying nothing killed it, but it killed itself. Well, at what point? What point in music time for you where you just woke up one day and you're like, you know what? This shit sucks. Metallica 1, Cherry Pie. The 90s went dark. The makeup changed to black. Just Jump, DLR. Smells Like Teen Spirit. Rat in a Cage, Smashing Pumpkins. I'm seeing more and more people say Smells Like Teen Spirit. Ask Dave who killed it. I hated it. Oh, you said Dokken broke up. So I grew up in the grunge era and the 90s hip hop era. Glam metal like Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith, Motley Crue held strong. Yeah, I think there may have been some bands that were able to hang on and kind of change their style a little bit. But I want to know what song it was that kind of like changed the game. That when people seen it, it was like, yo, this is done. Man in a Box? You said Winger and their lust for teenagers? Now, you know what? I just heard that song. I just heard that song from Winger, I think last year. It was shocking. No, you know what? And I'll say this really quick. It was because of Beavis and Butthead that I always thought Winger sucked. And having this reaction channel was it was a great opportunity for me to explore their music. And after listening to a few of their songs, including 17, I was like, yo, these guys are pretty good. They rock. So I disagree with Beavis and Butthead, and I disagree with anybody else that says that Winger sucks. Because they were pretty solid. But that being said, 17 was wild. And I'm talking about for 2023, listening to that song. I was like, yo, whoa, like, I feel uncomfortable listening to this. And I've heard like the filthiest of filthy songs. And I think from there, people were like, well, T, your journey's not done yet. You need to go back and listen to Kiss, Christine 16. And I was like, oh, God. All right. So y'all are saying, most of y'all are saying the Nirvana Teen Spirit. It appeared on, let me see. Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit was huge MTV video. I think it started the glam metal's death. Okay. All right. So let's see. All right. Y'all know I can't blow it up, so I'll leave it right there. We're going to go ahead and check out this video, listen to it, and we're going to compare it to what we heard before. All right, when did this come out? Like 94, 93? Oh, 91. Oh, damn. Is that fire? What?
Always will
This is Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. So, as voted in the chat with you guys, y'all have stated that this song, this video, this band has single-handedly killed glam metal. And I can see it. I can see it. They shot the video in a high school. It's representing the youth at the time. The song, the music is dark. It feels dark. It feels darker than the previous songs that we just listened to. As we said, with glam metal, hair metal, a lot of the songs were upbeat. They felt fun. It was about going out, having a good time, maybe hitting the strip club, getting girls. But there is a dark feeling about this style. And I could see how it may have been relatable for teens who were feeling depressed. But that's also why I don't understand how it may have became so popular. Because all the kids couldn't have been depressed. Or maybe it was just the music making them feel that way. He said it was prepping us for days like Says Talika Man says that the music was prepping us for days like now. So yeah, very interesting. And it's hard to argue or disagree how, you know, going like for a newer genre, or I mean a newer generation, hearing something like this was way different than glam metal or even regular heavy metal or rock from the 80s. Hearing this, I can tell that if you were a fan of those previous styles of music, you would hear this and want to hear more. Because it's different. It's a different style. But what I don't understand is why. Well, I guess if you were old enough to go to the strip club in the 80s, then this wouldn't appeal to you. And so this would appeal to a younger generation. More maybe like I don't know, 12 or 13-year-olds, when you start like getting those feelings of depression. Because everybody knows how it is when you're a teenager. And it feels like the weight of the world is on you. Like nothing you do is right. Like your parents are always getting on you. You got to go to school or do a whole bunch of shit that you don't want to do. And so I can see why darker music may have been relatable for you. Because that's what it was for me. I think that when I was kind of going through the darker phases of my teenage years, I would listen to darker styles of hip hop music or even some rock music. But yeah, dang, y'all gave up stripper music for this? All right, so Nirvana couldn't have been the nail in the coffin. Nirvana had to be the beginning of the end. As I said, when this probably dropped on MTV and kids were going crazy for it, I can imagine all the other bands that came before them went back into the studio, or they got a call from their agent or management or record label, and were like, yo, this is what's going on. We got to change up our style. We need a new game plan. So what was another song or another band that kind of put the nail in the coffin? Because this came out in 91. And I think maybe by 91 or 92, glam metal was completely dead. But was there another song that kind of just was like, yo, this is it? You said David Lee Roth killed Glam? You said, what's crazy is Painkiller by Judas Priest gave metal overall a second win. Yeah, what? Painkiller came out in like 91, I think. There were a lot of great albums that came out in like that 92, 91. A lot of great metal albums that came out during that time. Because I believe, was it Metallica, they released the Black Album around that time? And didn't Megadeth do Rust in Peace around 92? Oh, Rust in Peace came out in 90. Okay. Yeah, the early 90s. Dang. By 92, I think Megadeth was moving on to Risk. All right, so you said Warrant Cherry Pie. When did Cherry Pie come out? Nah, Cherry Pie came out in 1990. That wasn't the nail in the coffin. The nail in the coffin had to be either late 91 or 92. Late 91 or 92 had to be the complete death of hair metal, glam metal. You said after Nirvana, it was Pearl Jam? Was it? Really? Was Pearl Jam that popular? Nail in coffin is We Grew Up. Yeah, but did Warrant Cherry Pie, did that come out after Smells Like Teen Spirit? Oh, Pearl Jam was huge. Really? Oh, Pearl Jam was huge first. Damn. Massive. Wow. I didn't know that. You said Queensryche tried to do grunge? Really? I'm scared to listen to it. I don't know if I want to hear that. I need to know the song that was the nail in the coffin. Or was Smells Like Teen Spirit? Was that the final nail in the coffin? Because I can't think of any grunge artists or bands that came out or had albums in 92. So y'all let me know. Oh, Warrant Cherry Pie came out before Teen Spirit. So then that means that Cherry Pie was the beginning of the end, and then Teen Spirit was the nail in the coffin. Yeah, I think Pearl Jam, Stone Temple Pilots, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, all those bands got big because that's when grunge started taking off. And so I guess that's what it is. So it wasn't Tool. It wasn't Metallica. It wasn't any of the other artists that people were saying over the past day or so. I guess it was Nirvana. And this isn't, one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this stream and talk to the fans, talk to the people who actually lived it, because I wanted to hear it from the horse's mouth. I wanted to hear and see it from the horse's mouth versus what MTV would have said, Billboard, or the media, or even Wikipedia. So, from the horse's mouth, y'all said Nirvana. We watched the video. I compared it to the best hair glam metal bands in the 80s. And yeah, I can see it 100%. You can hear the style. You can see how it would relate to the youth. And then, of course, for the people who grew up off of Poison and Motley Crue, they were starting to get older. You had to move out, get a job. No time to sit around the house, eating pizza, playing video games, listening to stripper music. And it's time for your younger brother to, I don't know, grow up. But he doesn't want to grow up. He's sad and depressed. So he wants to listen to Nirvana. You said, read what I said up there. Okay. Y'all keep referring to a nail in the coffin. I don't think Glam ever got a funeral or a burial. It died drunk in the gutter somewhere with all the other types of music stepping over it and chuckling. Oh, man, that's messed up. But I mean, the reality is that no genre of music ever gets a burial or a funeral. That's what always happens. Whether it's blues, jazz, classic rock and roll, metal, like nobody's going to mourn this stuff. Just time moves on and people just stop listening to it. And what's really sad sometimes is that music gets lost. It gets lost in history. And that is something that Tasha and we've discovered while doing these reactions. And it's something that we also enjoy about doing these reactions is because while on this journey, we've discovered a lot. We've found and heard songs that are the originals versus we grew up hearing a song and thinking it was the original only to find out that it was either sampled or it was a cover. And for me, listening to so much rock and metal music, I've come to find that all throughout the years, bands have been sampling and ripping each other off. And then, say that they've been influenced. So it's been quite the journey. But yeah, nobody's mourning these bands. Nobody's mourning these artists. Nobody stops and gives a funeral for glam rock or jazz jazz is still cool, but it's not mainstream or anything. Everybody just keeps going. But what I have come to find is that sometimes the destruction of genres are coordinated. And that's probably what I'm going to be doing a video on or stream on next, is the coordinated destruction of music genres. Because it's easy to say that Nirvana or Pearl Jam or whatever was number one because they played it on MTV or on the radio. But then it's like, why? And I see in the comment section, a lot of you guys are saying, it was overplayed and it was forced down our throats and we had to listen to it because there was no other choice. And that's what we come to find out. We come to find that a lot of stuff happens because it's forced to happen. And we live in a day and age right now where people have options. You have a choice. You can go on YouTube and you can type in whatever you want. And so it's very weird how we still get that same pressure where they try to force music on you. but you don't have to listen to it. And what's happening now is that people are choosing to go back and listen to older music. And that's what we're seeing more and more of in movies and things of that nature. You know, older music is more popular than newer music. I think that's never really happened in history before. It's never happened in history where the younger generation, they're starting to gravitate more to older styles of music versus the newer stuff. So, very interesting. But anyway, guys, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream since that's it. Nirvana was the nail in the coffin, and we'll just leave it at that. But as many of you all know, I enjoy 90s music. I think it is the best era of rock and roll, and that we should listen to and celebrate it more, especially now that we're finding out that throughout this whole stream, it was just proven that music from the 90s is better than music from the 80s. So thank y'all so very much for rocking with me. Make sure you stay tuned. In my next stream, we're going to be doing a rock and roll 90s special, and we're going to be jamming to 90s rock and roll music all night long. I'll be taking requests, so you guys can go ahead and make your request, but I'll let you guys know when I have that stream. But go ahead and smash that like button on your way out, and in the comment section after this video is done, let me know your favorite rock and roll song from the 80s or 90s. Let me know your favorite grunge or alternative rock song. Let me know your favorite glam metal song or glam metal band. Would love to know it. Anyway, yeah, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord. We have an awesome Discord community that's growing, and we'd love to have you. But anyway, y'all enjoy your evening.
face lies the snake in the sun in my disgrace. Boiling heat, summer stench. Beneath the black, the sky looks dead. Call my name through the cream, and I'll hear you scream again. Black hole sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come? Stuttering, cold and damp, steal the warm wind, tired friend. Times are gone for honest men, sometimes far too long for snakes.